it's Jen with the Ceotha Project. I wanted to hop on today. We are entering into December. We're at the 1st of December. And I wanted to talk about grief and loss over the holidays because we know that the holidays aren't always a cheerful time for everybody. And I wanted to first acknowledge that for any of you who are experiencing any grief and loss this holiday season, that it's maybe not going to be all of the fun-filled, cheerful, holiday that other people might be experiencing. So that can also lead to feelings of loneliness and isolation. So I just wanted to kind of, first of all, acknowledge that and also share with others that, maybe there's somebody in your orbit, in your family or friend circle that you might identify that this holiday is a little harder for. And just kind of keeping that person on your radar. I know that this year is a harder year for my aunt. So she lost her husband this past year. It's the first holiday without him. And so all of those firsts can be really, really hard. The first year is one of those very turbulent times if you've lost somebody. If you're going through a divorce, that's a really, really tough time to enter into the holiday season. So I wanted to share a few resources. I'm adding a resource page to our website. But one of the resources that I really, really like is the organization in Oklahoma City called Calm Waters, and it is a grief organization. And they focus on grief groups and individual counseling that supports people who are experiencing a death, a loss from death, a divorce, deployment, deportation, incarceration. There's several big kind of life changes that this organization supports, and I'm really, really happy to be a part of Calm Waters. I was able to sit in on many of their groups these past few months, and I will be able to serve as a group facilitator starting in January. And particularly for our divorced individuals that are experiencing divorce. So one of the things that really came to light is if you are struggling with a divorce, this could also be if you have lost somebody to death or any other reason. We talked about who are your support pillars, who are the people in your life that you can go to for different things. And really aiming to build up that support network. So if you have maybe one or two people in your life that you can go to for things, maybe aiming towards expanding that network. Because if that one person isn't available or those two people aren't available, or if you don't have anybody you feel like you can go to, maybe making that goal to add into your support network. And I think Calm Waters is a really great organization. There's many, many, many great organizations, definitely across our state, and I know others that you can begin to add into your support network. And the wonderful thing about, I think, the experience I've had at Calm Waters is everybody can show up where they're at that day. You don't have to put on a cheerful face. You do not have to, be in a specific role. You just get to be where you are and who you are that day. So really being conscientious of if this is a tough holiday for you, identifying those people that are supportive in your life, that are healthy in your life. I also acknowledge that, holidays can be hard for people who don't have family, who maybe they've lost many members of their family to death. Maybe family doesn't live close. Maybe you're all the way across the globe from your family. Or maybe that you've had to cut ties with family because of different mental health, emotional health issues. So acknowledging that as well. And I always like to say we do have a biological family, but we also have a chosen family. And our chosen family are people that we are able to choose and select in our lives that are able to give that type of support that we're talking about today, that are able to build us up, maybe experiencing healthy hobbies alongside and with, able to make us feel really good or help us feel at our best. encouraging. And so really thinking about that for your own life. Who are those people for you? And maybe even writing that down. And the second part of that is reaching out and also accepting support and help from those people. I know that can be the sticking point for many people. I know I personally have a hard time asking for help sometimes, and it has been my personal goal to get better at that. And I've realized when I do, it actually, it makes that other person feel purposeful and helpful. So it can be a win-win when we do reach out and we do ask for support or help. That there's so many times that people in our lives, they want to help and support us. They want to be there. They want that phone call. They want that text message. And, if they're not able to offer that support, being okay with them saying, hey, I can't do it this weekend, but maybe we can do, something together the following weekend. So being flexible with that too. If somebody you reach out to says, I really can't offer you support right now, not taking that personally and just acknowledging, they really aren't able to do that. But if they're willing to try to reschedule or do something different at a different time, then knowing, hey, that we have an ebb and flow in our relationship, and not feeling mentally defeated because it doesn't work for that specific time or schedule. So that is one of my pieces of homework for everybody. Again, if you are entering into this holiday season, and we've already moved through Thanksgiving in the United States and moving into Christmas and Hanukkah and different celebrations of this month across all different cultures and in areas of the world, but we are acknowledging from our side kind of what everybody's holidays are looking like, offering resources. So 3 tips. Again, reach out to the people that you've identified as a support network. Tip number 2, get involved with some sort of organization that feels purposeful to you. So I mentioned Calm Waters. That's one that focuses on grief. So that may be something that you want more support around, is grief support. But you also might want to reach out to an organization that is just inspiring to you, and that you might be able to be a part of this holiday season, even if it's for a short stint. So that might be a food pantry. That might be, all different types. There's so many different organizations across so many different areas of work that, you can identify what is your area of interest, and then do a little research, get online and see who is in your area and who you might be able to support. And then the third is, again, don't hesitate to ask for true help. Even if it's beginning to research maybe a one-on-one mentor, counselor, therapist, coach, any of that too can go a really long way, even if it's just for this season, even if it's just to kind of get over the hump of a challenge right now, entering into, as we're into December. So don't hesitate to reach out for that type of help. Identify your support system, and then get plugged in with maybe a greater organization that brings a lot of purpose to other people, but also could bring a lot of purpose to you. Kyle and I are here to support. We are happy to be able to offer different options through our project. We do activities and across the arts and wellness, and we also are able to offer one-on-one coaching as well. So we're very happy to launch this project this past year. We are gaining wheels to it. There's been so many people who have extended their support, love, and time, and we're excited to bring more resources in 2026. We will be booking our calendar for different activities and classes, workshops, sessions, events. So keep a lookout for what we have coming up. You can follow our Instagram page, which is at the Seother Project. We also have a Facebook page that we engage more for our videos and just as a community. So if you want to comment on where you are today, I'd love to hear about how maybe this video or others resonate with you, and our Facebook page is the great way to do that. So if you're on Facebook, you can hop on at thecothproject.com, and we also have our website, which is thecothproject.com. So all of those ways are ways to follow us virtually, and keeping in mind as we offer all of those suggestions and ideas and tips that if you are immobile, that there's a lot of really great virtual options too. So we are happy to be online and be a resource for you online also. So thanks so much, everyone. Take care of yourself this holiday, and we will circle back. Thanks again.